This is our second week back. We tied our record from last year, 2 episodes. So if this ever sees the light of day, we have to make sure we do it again. So or maybe we'll just take another year off and then we'll come back and be like, we're back. Yeah. So everybody, welcome to the garage. Take a seat, get comfy, grab a
coffee.
grab as the kids grab a coffee. It's the morning right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, usually I would have an iced water. Christian has his coffee. I feel weird since I'm actually talking into like a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's the morning. It's 11:43. It's barely the morning still. But so
It still is.
it still is the morning. Yes, morning. I think I was about to say the morning's my favorite, but I think the morning is only my favorite because breakfast. Breakfast time. Are you? Yes, yeah. Yes. Are you a breakfast guy? Or what are you?
Like,
breakfast is so good, dude.
if I don't eat
so
it
good.
for a while, then I kind of like don't expect it and I don't get hungry in the morning. But the more I eat breakfast, the more my body expects it and the more I crave it. And the better it just gets, to be honest. And like,
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of acclimate to having that food in the morning. Before it'd make me tired as hell and I'd be like unproductive a little bit. But like,
Yeah.
now it's just my body craves it and it's like it loves it.
Yeah, so like whenever we would go to the place we can't say where we worked, like we would go there for breakfast. And you go there like days in a row and then we had to stop. And it's like your body
Starving.
your body is in the mornings. Yeah,
Like,
because I used to because it's so funny that I love breakfast, but there was like a good probably a year where I was working where we would get up, we would start at 6 a.m. and I just wouldn't eat breakfast. I just wouldn't eat it because like you want as much sleep as possible. So you get up, take a shower, go to work, and like you don't even think about breakfast. And then lunchtime rolls around and you're starving.
Yep.
So you're like, so yeah, no, but breakfast is freaking so like a good bagel breakfast sandwich. I wouldn't I would take that over anything. So
even Yoda.
fucking good. Even Yoda. Even Yoda. I noticed that it's old Yoda. It's not baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, which everyone is fascinated with right now.
He could smell you. I could smell you
no,
over the screen.
smell you. I can. I swear, I thought it was Shrek at first. As soon as the green popped up, I'm like, dude, that's Shrek? He's afraid of Shrek? Oh God.
Not quite. Size does not matter. He
no.
says that. He says that in an episode. He says that,
Yeah.
and I have it recorded on Snapchat. I thought it was hilarious. Size
Oh,
matter,
God.
does it? Size matters, does it not, or something like that?
So it's 11:46 right now. We just started probably less than 5 minutes ago.
Yep.
We were supposed to start at 10. And then I'm not going to name any names, but a certain someone who was not me was busy doing things, so he delayed our start time. And now he can't hear me. What are you? Oh God.
Slightly busy.
He's slightly busy. Busy at your girl's house. Not the first one, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Which that sounds bad now that makes you seem like a huge player. I was talking about that's not. You only have one. Yeah, we are. Oh my God, that sounds terrible. That sounds awful.
Sorry.
Oh my, that sounds. All right. Yeah. So we were talking about this earlier in the week. You called me, and then I was like, I want to save it for me and you to listen to, or for us to talk about.
Yep.
So you wanna how's that going? How your
Is
search
that what
for
it was?
did you see the description I put on the last episode?
No, but I remember seeing the channel like subtext. Like
Oh,
I
laugh, cry,
mm-hmm,
maybe even jizz.
mm-hmm.
I tried to make it rhyme with cry, but it didn't really work out.
It works good enough.
Um, yeah, in the description of last week's video, I put I said put like stuff we talked about, and one of the I feel like you know what? Hold on, let me pause for a second. I feel like I can't like express myself because I have to fucking sit my mouth near this goddamn microphone. Like I feel like last week I was like moving around and
Mm-hmm.
like this and that and that and this, but I feel like I have to sit here.
You can
Anyway,
still switch if you
um,
want.
no. I'm gonna assume this sounds better, but last week in the description I put stuff we talked about. One of the things I put is your search for love in a hopeless place. So hopefully that
We
get the
found
references.
love in a hopeless place.
Oh, that didn't even pick up on the microphone. That was so like high
Protected my
pitched.
ears.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yeah. How are you? Last I heard, besides that, you were talking to 17 people. With a possibility of two,
Is that
chance of two.
so? Did I name the chance of two's names?
Oh my god, my elbows are so ashy. I gotta blur those out. Jesus. Um, you didn't.
Okay.
You will. I heard one on the phone. You didn't say it last week. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I know one. I don't know the other one.
There's only one at this point.
Oh, really? The other one dropped out. Dropped out of the race.
Yeah.
Something.
Let's just say I took her
Something
out.
happened. She's sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah. She's in the lake. No, but
Oh. Yeah, I mean
just one.
sometimes sometimes that's just how it just how it be.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think it be like it is, but it do.
But it do.
So,
You really do be.
I feel like I have to be quiet. I want to talk louder.
You can.
No, but yeah. So what were you saying? Did you want to elaborate, expand, explain?
So, I've been on Hinge for probably, I don't know how long it's been. Months.
Hinge? What the hell? Oh, is Hinge like a?
It's the app. It's the name of the app.
You're not on Tinder?
No. I have one, but I don't use it. Tinder's honestly, it's become a cesspool of just
Really?
yeah.
What? What's wrong with it?
There's just so many bots, and it's like
Yeah.
you can identify them if you aren't just like
Oh, if you're like that's like
just
freaking
horny swiping, I guess. Just hot girl swipe, hot girl swipe.
I'm not just trying to freaking
Bust.
frick the first thing that moves.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Tinder anymore. It's just I don't know. Like I have this like conception about not Twitter, Tinder, well Twitter too, but it's just like I feel like people don't take it, it's not serious. It's just like it's like the bottom of the barrel type of thing.
Okay. What a
fall.
waste of time. What a fall from grace. Remember Tinder used to be like
it was pretty good. And people
everyone was talking about it.
Uh-huh.
I feel like no one talks about it anymore, which is like, I mean, obviously
it's because it's fallen so far and it's just not like viable. Maybe it might be viable for you every once in a while, but like it's just not viable.
Yeah.
And like Hinge, I feel like I don't run into that issue like at all as far as bots or
that's good.
I don't know. Like Hinge is just a cleaner experience in my opinion.
It's always a good thing to not run into the bots.
Yeah. AI girlfriend.
It's funny, I've only had one experience. I remember I was on Facebook like years ago. This is like back in like probably 2011, and like a girl messaged me, and she was like, it was like the total like automated responses. Can you hear me fine on the microphone? Okay, cool. Yeah. So like a girl messaged me. I don't know. She was probably like older. I was probably like what, 14, 13, and she was like, "How are you doing?" And I'm like, doing good. How about yourself? And it's like totally automated bullshit. She's like, where do you go to school? And I'm like, oh, I go to school freaking wherever. And
Mhm.
then like eventually it was like, obviously me being, this is before I was very like aware,
Mhm.
but I was unaware. Um, and then eventually she's like, click on this link and blah, blah, blah. And I just stopped responding because I was like, that's weird. And then that was it.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so that was kind of my first introduction to like, oh, this must not. Well, I don't know if I discovered that it was like a bot, but like I figured out like, oh, that person's being weird. Like I just usually when someone was being like weird or something like kind of freaks me out or like throws me off, I kind of just stop interacting with that thing.
Mhm.
I was like, gone,
It's
cut off.
you experienced phishing.
Exactly, yeah, to fishing, whatever. Scam.
Mhm.
You are a scammer. But
But
you wanna share what are you eating by the way?
pretzels with peanut butter in them.
Fuck, that looks so good. I don't have a snack with me. I should have gotten one. God damn it.
It's fine.
Um.
But Hinge, very good experience with it.
Yes. Yes.
There's usually a lot of people there that are like, I want to say more career oriented people. Like almost
Mhm.
everybody on there has jobs, type of thing. Everyone has a job on there.
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of good. I mean, maybe you know what I think it is
Huh.
is that Tinder is now like the young people, like the 18s. You have to be 18 to join Tinder, right?
I think so.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah,
have to be 18.
yeah. Yeah, it's like the 18, 19-year-olds, and now like
But that's
Hinge.
the
I would
thing,
hope.
dude. There are
What?
girls that lie about their age on there. Like if you ever
Don't
run
like
into a
that.
girl on Tinder and she's like, my age is actually
Oh, where they
like
put it in their
25.
description?
Like
Oh
they
no.
up age themselves 2 years and like they can't change their age now, so it's like actually 25 when their age says 27 on there. That means they went on there when they're 16. Yeah.
That is not good.
No. And
Yeah,
it's
you gotta be careful.
uh-huh.
Maybe you gotta be careful out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
don't have to worry about that anymore, which is great.
mm-hmm.
But
That's why I date girls my age.
good job. It's good. That's good. It's good. It's a good. You gotta check the ID. Do you check the ID when you meet them? You're like,
I didn't.
yeah.
I actually did not check her ID.
Do you have two forms of identification on you?
Passport, real ID.
Exactly. I don't have a real ID yet. Do you have one?
No. The guy in the airport
God.
when I went to Idaho was like, I think it's March of next year or May of next year.
Uh-huh.
That's the cutoff.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. I just fucking hate the DMV, dude. I hate the DMV so much.
Really? I haven't had that big of a problem with it. I know a lot of people hate it.
It's,
Obviously, it's a thing.
I just don't like it. The people there are never nice to me.
I never have a problem with it. The only problem I have with it is I think it's crazy how much you just like get your car registered or like stuff like that.
Just
like I remember
every year, dude. It's just a tax every
Mhm.
year, and it's like there's some states that don't even do that.
It's like it's like $250 every year, right? I
Depending on
mean,
the car.
I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about economics or freaking whatever, but
Trigonomics.
yeah.
Trigonomics.
Anyway, yeah, we were talking about yeah. So let's go back to your quest for love, your quest for love in a hopeless place.
Mm-hmm.
What so like how's like so you said that you have been on Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
Hinge is better than Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
Tinder's Garbo.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Continue, please.
It's important you post the right pictures to convey personality as much as you can through your image.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving tips and tricks. Convey
Tips and tricks.
You got to show them that you got your goofy side. You just got to give them a little goof. You got to give them a little tickle to the screen. No, but you have to convey somehow your personality through pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can, That's good. Obviously,
What if you can't?
just fucking all your pictures are just.
Yeah.
You better have a nice job.
Better have lots of money.
Better be over 6 foot and have a nice job.
I was literally about to be like, it also helps when you're 6 foot.
It does.
You're
I don't understand it. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. And
I mean, it helps. It helps when like you have like my significant other is 5 foot, and me, I'm 5'10", so I power over her.
Mhm.
So like that helps. But
you
just find a really, really short girl, and you're good.
Mm-hmm. The girl I'm talking to right now is 5'6". So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Perfect. You want to share how that's going, or you don't want to? You want to leave that out?
It's going good.
Because I just want to say one thing I've noticed about you is I feel like, and me and my significant other were talking about this the other day, is that you move really fast. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. It depends. So it's not just me. It is also the other person. I don't put pressure on to move fast at all. I like to make that very clear.
That's true. Yeah, it does take two to tango. Sorry, I shouldn't say you move really fast. I say you and your partner. You and your usual partners move really fast.
Yes.
Is what I've.
Well, yeah. I don't know. It has been my encounter so far. Is just.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Is it just you? It's like just you and your charm. Just.
This isn't gloating. This isn't anything. This is just stating the facts. And
please. What are you about to say right now?
It's just it happens on the first date a lot.
What?
I would say 95% of the time it's happened on the first date. It's just the encounters. It's the people I meet, and it's just like how it becomes. And I don't.
I'm so confused. What is it? What happens on the first date, Christian? I understand. Can you elaborate?
Coitus. Coitus.
Yeah, that's such a gross word.
It's a gross word.
You could have said it. You could have said multiple other words.
No, but it does.
I mean, I don't blame him. You're a handsome guy. You're over 6 foot. You're not ugly. That helps.
That does help.
You ever seen that thing where it's like first 2 rules of dating? What is it? Oh my god, I butchered it. It's like 1, be handsome. 2, don't be ugly.
And that's it.
Like that's it. Oh, be tall, I guess could be the third one, but yeah, I mean, sometimes that's just how it is. So like, you don't have to name like this specific time, but like what, I don't understand. Can you please, like, I need to know more, because it's like you meet them on the app, you go to texting, and then you meet them in person, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And so like, who makes the first move? We're gonna get into this.
So okay, we're not
gonna expose any personal information, but I have to know, because this is so fascinating. Because I was never.
It is fascinating.
I was never a big player, or however you want to say it. I never got a lot of girls. So
that's the thing. It's.
Continue, please elaborate. Explain.
Getting so many spam texts, but
in detail.
First, just kidding.
What's up, brother?
How does it usually go down, basically?
Just let's start with the first one. Who makes the first move? Is it you or her?
It's usually them.
Really?
I give them the space to make their own, to make the first move.
Really?
Yep.
Can what
And
is the first move?
it's usually when I first meet them, it's
Mm-hmm.
talking, we're at a distance. Not even at a distance. It's like, hey, how's it going? Hug. Just talk a little bit. Sit down um, on the couch or whatever. And
Their
then
couch or your couch?
their couch. And
Okay,
then
okay.
you sit down, talk a little bit, goof around, joke around, talk about random stuff, just have a good time. And then by that time, like the tension is kind of, the nervous tension is kind of gone. And you could just be
Good. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we're like friends. You can goof around and like start telling jokes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then maybe like we'll get up off the couch, we'll do something, like she'll show me something, sit back down. And usually when we sit back down, we get closer. And then there's becomes like physical contact, like her leg will be on my leg and stuff like that, and we'll touch. And then depends, like,
Touching?
yeah, like legs
No,
will be
no,
touching,
no.
and then like my hand will, like, they'll just probably like grab my hand or like touch my hand or something, like look at it, something like that. And then
She will. She will.
basically it goes from like that, and then depends on, like, if you look at him in the eyes, it kind of just happens. And then like you
Yeah.
like, you see, so like, and then that, like when you look at him in the eyes, it is like you have that connection. And then it's just like,
And it's an intimate connection. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, and then it's just like bing. And then after that, it's just like in both of our heads, we kind of just like, at some point tonight, it's probably gonna happen. And so that's
Jesus.
nothing ever is ever said, and I don't push to do anything. It's just like how the flow of things happens. And then
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some encounters, like we'll go to dinner first. Like I've had a first day, we go to dinner first, and then go back to her place, and then hang out, watch TV a little bit, and then, or like I'll go to her place, and then we'll cook, and then we'll like watch TV or something, and then,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but then it's just like, I don't understand. It just kind of,
Just it
it
just
just fucking
happens.
happens, dude. It just
Interesting.
like leads into it. Like I don't even need to like kiss them. I don't even need to kiss
Yeah.
them sometimes. And then it just like, it just happens. And then yeah,
Just
that's
happens.
the end of the
That's that
story.
all you
That's the
can
first
all you
encounter.
can really say, huh?
Yeah.
Really
And then there's
just
like a
happens, huh?
couple where it's just like, so the only two that didn't
You don't
happen in the
like that.
first encounter,
Uh-huh.
like we got to, what is second base?
Oh, are you
Yeah.
asking? Sorry. I thought you were saying what is second base.
Yeah.
No, you did say that, but
Because
I think
first
it's kinda
base,
like
what is first base?
I think first base is kissing,
Well,
right?
definitely has first base.
Smoochy time,
Mhm.
and then second base I want to assume is touching,
I think that's safe to say. Like intimate
and then
touching, kissing, like
third
making out,
base.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Second base, making out, touching, whatever.
Third base,
And then
I'd say,
third
is
base.
like that, but naked, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then fourth base is just
Home
all
run.
the way. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Fourth base, home run. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
We established
Yep.
what the bases are. God, we did it perfect. Good job, guys. Good job, everybody.
we just
We did it.
we just let ourselves into that too. It just worked out. It's a
Yeah,
foolproof system.
yeah. I was like, oh, dude, perfect. I don't understand how anybody could. I don't understand how anyone could be confused by that. But yeah, it just kind of happens for you.
Yeah.
It's a combination of you two that are like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then like
good
the
for you.
two encounters
Good for you,
that
man.
didn't go to fourth base on the first date got to third base. Yeah.
Oh, so the second person you were talking about, you talked to them and like went on a date with them?
Which one?
Remember how you said there was two
Oh, only
chances?
one. I only went on a date with one.
Oh, okay. All right. And then that was
And that's the one I'm currently talking to.
hit a dinger, hit a homer.
I did, yeah.
Good for you, man. Good stuff. No, I'm just curious, obviously, because I'm just so mystified by like how that works. It's probably because I've been with the person I've been with for almost 8 years now,
Yeah.
so it's crazy time.
It is 2 different
yeah.
lives.
How do you like have to like in your head? Do you have to kind of like not? Do you process that like what's happening when you're going like dates with these girls and like all this stuff is happening like or are you
Do I
just like
think about it?
or do you just like I'm just fucking doing it, I'm just slanging?
I do think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not willy-nilly about it. Like I'm not just like having a lineup basically. I don't have a lineup. I don't want a
Yeah,
lineup. It's a lot of work,
we
and
17
it's
people is a lot of work.
immoral to a degree.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you like tell them all about each other and like it's like, but it's just like, a lot of emotions can get thrown around and it's just not ideal.
Yeah,
Not
no,
that emotions
exactly.
are bad, but it's just I think things are bound to happen if you go about it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Um
uh,
and so I just single person, one at a time, focus on one person at a time, and
it's always
if it works out, it works out. I do give it effort. I give it effort every time. And I always try to put my best foot forward. Always try to be kind. Always try to be the gentleman.
gentleman,
My lady.
my lady.
But yeah, I do. I really do.
Tips fedora.
My dad always taught me how to be a gentleman towards women, and I always have been. And he always told me
That's
he'd
good.
beat my ass if he ever heard about me like being mean to a woman. So
Good lord.
yeah. So
Yeah, it's crazy. Did you? I'm just curious because we'll move on to a different subject. I'm glad we covered your sexual escapades.
this is over a spread of like, at this point, this is probably, we're in 2024 right now. Probably like 2021, 3 years. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
been, I haven't really been in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in, I've been not necessarily slanging, like that's not my intent, but it's kind of what's happened.
Really glad we covered your sexual adventures. Um, but no, but going back to how you said you talked to your dad said he would like be angry with
Beat the
you
shit
if
out of me.
you. Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to say it again, but did your like dad like ever like kind of like teach you life lessons like all the time? Because I feel like my dad never did. I feel like he never ever like explained things to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like my uh growing up and everything how I never got like the talk, or I never got like he never told me like what, not that every dad does this, but they didn't explain to me like what taxes were or anything, or like
That girls don't
I mean
fart.
mom, yeah, he never told me that girls don't fart or shit.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I just felt like I felt like growing up, I felt like I kind of had to figure things out for myself,
Mm-hmm.
like taxes,
Mm-hmm.
you know I just felt like I just thought that was basically it. I feel like I feel like I kind of had to figure stuff out for myself. I was curious if that was the same for you, or was it different? Well, what is it?
It's been the same for me.
Okay, God, dude, I'm sorry, my elbows are so Jesus. Um, same. It's been the same.
Yeah, mostly the same. Like my dad says things here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't always with my dad. I was with my mom more, and they didn't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
jack shit, to be honest. So
Mm,
um, like it was more so like if I ask questions, it's like figure it out. You have the internet, use it, figure it out. And so
mm,
I always just kind of figured it out, and
yeah, yeah.
it's like it sucks, but also like I can figure shit out now.
Yeah, we live in an information age where you could literally Google just anything.
Yeah.
If I ever run into a problem that I don't know, I just Google it. So,
Like even money wise,
uh,
like my parents wouldn't pay for my car repairs. They wouldn't pay for anything. So like
mm,
they paid for my phone bill. They paid for my shelter and my food. And like I got my first car from them,
mm.
and
Did you have to buy it or they just give it to you?
they gave it to me. It was my stepdad's old car,
Mm-hmm.
but like that's how I learned to work on cars is repairing my car when it wouldn't work. I had work the next day or I had school the next day, and it was just like figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube.
Ooby Tooby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I just kind of wanted to ask because I felt like it was always a. I feel well. I mean, I think it was partially because my parents were so busy growing up. Like my mom, my mom was an accountant,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad worked manual labor, kind of what I do now. But they were trying to start a business and grow a business. And I felt like through my teens, like probably like 2013 to 20, well, even to now, they're so busy sometimes. Like sometimes they're so busy and then sometimes they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like I won't talk to them for, you know, or the like weeks at a time or something like that, like I haven't talked to them probably in like a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't think it's fully my dad's fault. It's probably just because, he was so busy and stuff like that. But, I just feel like I feel like I kind of had to figure things out. Um, like one time, like I think this is one of the life lessons or not. I don't know. I don't know. He didn't teach it to me directly, but one time I'll share this story.
Mm-hmm.
One time I was trying to sell a car and I put it on fucking OfferUp, which is the sketchiest place to fucking to sell a car.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just trying to sell it really quick. I think I was trying to sell it for like $2,000, and um, the guy came and he had, I think it was him and his like two sons or whatever. It was like two young guys, two young. They look like kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy came and he's like, okay, he's like, I'll give you $1,000 now, and then you sign it over to me, and then I'll give you the $1,000 later. And I could tell by your smile, you kind of, yeah, exactly. And as a kid, I agreed, but I was like, I could tell something wasn't right. I was like, this feels wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, in my heart, I was like, and my girlfriend was there with me, and she was with me, and or sorry, my wife before she was my wife was there,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, this isn't. She was looking at me like shaking her head, like no, but I didn't understand. I was trying to do it on my own, but no one had ever taught me before that like once you sign a car over, like that's it. Even if they say they owe you money, like
It's theirs now.
it's theirs now. Yeah, even if the judge will be like, well, it's theirs now. Sorry, you signed it over, and I didn't realize that, and so I agreed. I like he was like, yeah, let's do it, blah blah blah, and then uh this was outside my parents' house. My parents were in the house, and and then I was like, this doesn't seem right. I was like, give me a second, let me go inside, and I told my dad about it, and he kind of like didn't really explain anything. He didn't really. I told him what I did, and then he was like, just kind of got up and like, well, let's go talk to this guy, and he just like went out there, and he kind of laid it out and was like, man, this is a nice car, blah blah blah. Like, I know you want it, blah blah blah. But like, I bet, like, you either pay 2,000 right now or like it's not yours. Like that's it. Like he basically just laid it down and was like, you either pay me now or you don't get the car. It's in my name. I'm not gonna send it over unless you get the 2,000 right now. And then the guy was like, oh, okay. And then the guy didn't speak very good English. And then eventually he just got in his car. We never heard from him again. So
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of an embarrassing moment for me because like I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to do it on my own, and I didn't realize what was happening in the moment. And obviously, like no one had taught me. Like like I said, the cars, send it over to them. It's theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt like that was one of the moments where I did learn something from my dad, but it wasn't in like the way of him trying to teach me. It was kind of like him just being like, let's go deal with it right now. And then I kind of learned from watching him.
Setting an example.
Setting an example, exactly, yeah. And so that was that was kind of like like one of the few lessons that I learned from watching him and being like, okay, got it. You know, the person wants a car, they pay right now, or that's it.
Yeah.
And then I think kind of after that, kind of flipped a switch, and I was like, okay, I got to look out for people trying to be shady. So like one time, like after that, this is for one, I was selling like a little hard drive online, and someone's like, I'll send you a money order, and I was like, nah, cash or that's it. And then I kind of like, and then they stop replying. So it's like, okay, you kind of learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I feel like kind of had to figure things out, which is, whatever, it happens. What are you gonna do?
It's tough.
It's
But
tough. It's tough out there.
it could be, I mean, if you want to flip it, it could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, yeah.
Ultimately, if you want to flip it and like not, I mean, obviously, it's like it would have been nice, and it's like you would have that relationship with your dad where you guys can learn together and like he could teach you shit, because there's just so much shit that like adults go through that it's like they don't think twice about it because it's like it's what they go through. Not that we aren't adults,
Second
but
nature.
yeah, it's like second
Yeah.
nature. It's shit that they just do, and it's like okay, but it's like as you're growing up, it's like these are new things you're encountering, and it could be intimidating because it's like fucking taxes, or it's like DMV stuff, paperwork, and like official
Yeah,
stuff, and
yeah.
it's like what the hell do I do here? It's like or
Yeah.
like
Oh
even
my
just
god.
booking a hotel, booking a plane ticket type of thing. Like
Mhm.
it's just shit like that, and it's nice to have
Yeah,
someone to
yeah.
teach you because it's like I guess you could YouTube it, but it's like
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, no, there's just I feel like a lot of the things I do now have been like I've been like kind of figuring out on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like you said, booking hotels, booking a plane ticket, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I feel like it's important like to teach people like, when they do things like, you gotta, I think you should always like make time to like teach your kids like life lessons, like, like, oh God, I could say a story right now, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
Give
it.
me a
Can't
hint.
do it. It has to do with my youngest brother. Not the youngest, the second youngest.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I know about it? I don't think I don't recognize this.
This isn't even like a life lesson. It's just exposing your kid to the world type of thing.
Oh shit.
I don't know if we've talked about this yet, but me and you are huge fans of SpongeBob,
Mm-hmm.
and they have, and I only found out about this a couple weeks ago. The Wendy's Krabby Patty meal.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it yet. Have you?
No.
Oh, we gotta try it. We should try it together on the
I
freaking.
think I feel like we said this last time.
Did we?
I feel like we might have said this last time.
Well, basically, we need to try it
Yes.
either together on the pod or on wherever in person. But maybe me and you could go to a Wendy's and we'll
Record it.
record like
Yep.
record it, and then as we're because here's the thing, eating fast food, the best experience you can get is when you eat it there and it's fresh.
Mhm.
I love it. It's so good. Like either when you go to McDonald's, when you go to McDonald's, Wendy's, Popeye. I haven't been to Popeyes and ate it there yet, but like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, anything you got to eat to get the best experience. You got to eat it there. So maybe we'll go to Wendy's. A Wendy's, nuts in your face. But yeah, yeah, we. I think that's crazy. I think that's pretty cool because me and you growing up, SpongeBob. So at least for me, but like we joke about it now. But when I was growing up, SpongeBob was like the thing. Like I remember every special,
SpongeBob.
everything. Sponge was crazy. It was like I had to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gary Come Home or Where's Gary? That was a crazy one.
Is that when freaking Patrick took him?
No. Oh no, that's the. I know what you're talking
Patrick
about.
was
Do you
a
need him
fucking
in
asshole, bro.
it?
He just took Gary,
What?
remember?
No. He didn't take him, but like, okay,
He accepted it.
he like he did accept it.
And he was like, he
did
rubbed it in
accept it. That
SpongeBob's
is-
face, didn't he?
Yeah. So the episode is Gary spends the night with Patrick, and they have like a great time together, and then so he tries to return him, but Gary like won't stay with SpongeBob. He wants to go to Patrick. And then yeah, Patrick, he is kind of a dick in that episode.
Yeah.
He kind of does like accept it. He's like, what does he say? He's like, He chose me. He chose me. Like that's he basically says that. Like
There needs to be.
I want to.
I
I gotta rewatch the episode.
think this.
But what?
I have so many profiles. YouTube.
Tubi. Yeah, no, he basically is like, oh, he's like, you had your chance
Yes.
and you failed.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. I will say, it's funny that you are getting upset, which is obviously it is to me rightfully so. He's very much of an asshole in that episode, but he he like he like accepts it and then like SpongeBob's like crying over it.
SpongeBob.
He literally is like, you had your chance, but you failed.
Yeah, it's like
Right?
holy shit. Fuck you, Patrick.
But no, it's funny because like
Patrick's secretly a
people,
genius, and he's just manipulating everybody. Isn't that a theory?
he, probably. I'm sure there's a theory of that. But no, there is so on the SpongeBob subreddit, people will rank episodes basically like on like people like being assholes in the show. But like I kind of like I understand, but I kind of don't agree because it's like that's the plot. Like I don't know, but like people like get mad over that shit. They're like he. But I get it. I understand.
You had
But
your chance, SpongeBob.
and then in the end, yeah, Gary like just wanted the cookie in his back pocket.
Yep.
And like he's like I thought what we had was yeah, god damn it, dude.
That's what happens when Patrick gets power. When he gets leverage on SpongeBob, that's how he acts.
But yeah, no. What's your favorite SpongeBob episode? Tell me now.
Immediately, what comes to mind is the leaf blower one.
Oh, where it's SpongeBob and Patrick, and they're like, they go to like the Squidward neighborhood.
And they suck everything up, and they like suck the ocean up.
You know what's so funny is like how people talk about like one of like so many hidden adult jokes in SpongeBob. Which one? The one that comes to mind in that episode is when they're trying to get into like what is it called? Basically the Squidward neighborhood where it's like all like Squidward houses. Where it's like all Squidward. Yeah, exactly. And then like, but before that happens, they're like SpongeBob and Patrick are at the gates and they're speaking into the speaker.
Yeah.
And then the security, there's two security guards on the other end of the speaker, and they're like, it looks like they're not leaving. Then he goes, "You got your nightstick ready?"
Yeah.
Like they're just it's like so funny, like the exactly the implication, just so funny. But it's like there's so many good like hidden jokes in there. That's a good one. And then the smell comes through, and they're like fried oyster skins. Oh god.
Do you need your
Is that a sock?
leg?
Was that a really long sock? Oh, that's
the Velcro for hiding your cords.
No, I could use some Velcro though. My cable management is so bad on my desk.
I just kind of shove everything to the back with mine, and it's out of sight. Out of sight.
Out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. But yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, we gotta try this SpongeBob meal.
I'm down. Let's do it this week.
I just that
Do you work the early shift or the late shift?
I work the late shift, but I'm gonna be gone for 3 days because we're going to Disneyland.
Disneyland.
We're going to LA.
Lala.
To Los Angeles. The place that I hate.
Do you hate LA? Do you not like LA?
No, I like LA. I think it's pretty cool. I will find myself though when I'm in LA, I feel like driving is like kind of crazy.
Stressful.
I think it's stressful because I'm like I don't really like I like have to kind of like brake suddenly. I'm like oh shit, like but yeah, whatever.
That is what it is.
Oh, it is, yeah. But I like LA. It's pretty cool. There's a couple places that I can't get here that I go. Like when I go to LA, that's one of the main things is like eating things. Like so, like like we want to try Portillo's, which is like this meat place, and they also have this thing. What are you? Are you okay? Are you Squidward? Where he's like, blah, 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 like the fucking fork. The fork is stuck in his throat.
Portillo's. Continue. Sorry, not to.
Yeah, Portillo's is like this meat place, so they have like freaking like hot dogs. You know, freaking. It's like a Chicago thing, but they have like hot dogs. You know, meat. They also have this thing that I am dying to try, which is the a cake shake. So it's literally a shake that has a cake blended in it, and then there's cake on top of it.
That sounds pretty good.
Like a cake in the shake.
Is it like the confetti cake?
Or is it no, it's like chocolate cake. It's like chocolate cake.
It's a pretty good idea.
It sounds amazing.
Makes me aggressive thinking about it. It's like that food that makes you like,
yeah,
want to slam something.
But you know what's crazy is like I haven't eaten fast food in like a week, and I can't believe how more amazing I feel.
Yeah.
Like not eating fast food, because like your body just feels lighter. Like you feel like thinner, and I'm 300 pounds. I'll just throw it out there. I don't care if anybody knows, but I wear it very well. I will say.
Handsome.
Handsome dude. I don't know if you looked at this window, could you tell I'm 300 pounds? Like at this little on the screen.
No, I wouldn't say
okay.
So.
Good. But yeah, no. But how much more amazing like I feel so much lighter. I feel like, you know. Anyway, that's getting off track.
No, that's good though. I mean, you're experiencing it firsthand, and it's like now it's becoming like a choice. It's like, do I want to feel this way for the pleasure of the food? Which the pleasure of the food sometimes it's just overwhelming, and it's like
I was about to say, yeah, so it does feel amazing, but you know what also is amazing? Eating a double animal style from In-N-Out with an animal fry. That's amazing. But sometimes, man, just sometimes food, the combinations of food, like how like McDonald's like makes their shit taste like a certain way. It's just like so fucking good.
Just
so
crave
you're like
that specific thing.
Exactly. Like tenders from Popeyes. Like sometimes, man, like it's just like, oh, I gotta have that.
For me, that's Wingstop. Wingstop.
Makes I'm getting hungry. I gotta stop.
Or La Victoria's burritos with the orange sauce. Like there's some days where it's like I don't crave that for a long time, but there'll just be one day where it's like I need it. I need it.
But yeah, I got a couple more things I want to talk about. So one thing that me and you, and I feel like I want to get it and play it, is Black Ops 6. I've been watching some gameplay on it, and I'm like, I feel like I want to get back into it.
The multiplayer or zombies? I haven't
just
seen
anything.
Zombies. I've only seen the zombies map that everyone roasted because it looked just like boring. But everyone's making excuses because it's like the zombie apocalypse just happened, and so it's not torn down and everything. It's just a city. But it's just like that's not zombies though. That's just like it's not.
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 zombies.
Yeah.
I forget what Black Ops 4 zombies was like. Black Ops 3 zombies though. That's with the gobble gums.
The pinnacle people think.
I think Black Ops 3 zombies was pretty good. I think that's the gobblegum ones when they first introduced gobblegum. And that first map that they give you, like the whole atmosphere of it, it's the town, the city. You're in the city, remember? With the gobblegums, you like spawn in, you go straight. There's like a fruit stand. You go to the right. There's like a river. To me, that was like that's the whole vibe of zombies.
I gotta look it up, but
forget the name of it. I want to see what.
Yeah, no, I feel like.
Continue.
I feel like I want to get back into it. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Do it.
Oh, Shadows of Evil.
Yep. Jesus.
Jesusaurus Rex. Shadows of Evil. Duh. What the hell? Are you getting it going religious on me? Or is that due to a certain somebody? Is that for your girl, your other girl?
Uh, she gave me. No, I had this one. She gave me this one because I had this one. So she's like, they both have. It's always interesting. I like looking at the symbolism in them.
Yeah, I will say like religious and like the symbolism's pretty cool, but
like the circle around her
I
head.
think I
The
think I
heart.
think the life lessons and stuff like that, like
Those are good
you
too.
know, like I think that's very cool, but also it's like, you know, anyway. Um, can't talk about religion too much or people will get angry.
If you don't believe in God, you're wrong.
Oh God. Um, yeah, but Black Ops 6, I think I want to get back into it. I probably say that, but I won't have as much time to play because obviously I have responsibilities. But we
Life.
should play some.
I'm
Let's
down.
play sometime. But it's like, isn't it like $70 though?
$70, and I think like I want to say 300 gigabytes or something. 300 gigabytes. I need a new
That's
hard drive. I have a terabyte in my thing, and it's like I have to delete shit now to like fit stuff on there, and I don't really want to do that, to be honest.
I got some hard drives if you want. I got a ton.
Actually,
Yeah, I actually sitting right here. That has probably been thrown around my room for a year. Is a 500 gigabyte SSD. I think this is SSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
solid state drive.
I mean, I have a bunch of stuff. Whatever. Anyway,
Okay,
I feel like I always offer you things and then I never give them to you because I forget.
that's fine.
But yeah, I feel like I want to play again. I want to feel. I want to feel that feeling I felt when I was playing Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2
The
and other
novelty
things.
and excitement and
Mhm.
rush of emotions,
Exactly.
being scared by the
Yeah.
zombies, but also being excited by getting the secret weapons, doing the Easter eggs, and just the whole experience.
Yeah.
We
That's
should
what I
do
want to
that.
feel.
And I think we just have to make sure we dedicate the time to it so we don't have to worry about
Mhm.
shit and so we can just completely enjoy the experience.
Mhm.
And I'd
Yeah.
be down
Yeah.
to do that.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it.
Okay. I'll be get Black Ops 6 then.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get Black Ops 6 and then we're gonna play it for the channel.
Let's do it. I might order a SSD. I might order the NVMe one, the one that looks like a stick of gum. Because I have a slot
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that on my motherboard.
Yeah. We'll probably we've probably been talking about like an hour. We'll wrap this up. But ooh, I have one thing. Did you have anything you want to talk about? I probably should ask you since you're a co-host. Did you have anything you want to talk about?
Um, do I have anything I want to talk about? Does having a kid remind you of what it's like to be a kid?
Ooh.
Like, does it bring back?
No.
No. Does it feel like you have to
I
like
know.
more like become an adult to be able to take care of that kid?
Yeah, I feel like you have to really kind of like when I had a kid when I was 20 and I feel like I really had to kind of buckle down and just, I felt like I wasn't very responsible. I felt like I wasn't really not responsible. I felt like I was kind of like I guess you could say lazy with things or I don't know, but like kind of having a kid forces you to grow up and kind of like and just really grow up and kind of, you know, just like realize you have to provide and you have to be a parent and stuff like that. And, obviously you have to do things differently than you were. Like you're not a kid, you're not a teen anymore. It's very it is kind of a thing where you do have to grow up. But once you grow up and you kind of like get to it is hard at first, but once you get to the years like my daughter is 5 right now. Once you get to the years where like they start growing more of a personality, that's what you kind of like are waiting for, and like you're kind of like working towards all that, and it all pays off. Like the other day, it was just so funny. Well, this one's a short story, but the other day, my daughter wanted me to copy what was on the TV, and like she enjoys that when I copy and I kind of like over exaggerate or whatever. And there was a dog on the screen, and the dog was kind of like kind of doing that.
Yeah.
And she was and my daughter was taking a drink of her drink, And then out of no, as she was taking the drink, I went, and she literally did like a fucking spit take. She was like, and I was like, okay, that's fucking. It was so funny, but it was so like it's one of the moments where you're like, okay, this is all worth it.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
it's great. It's. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Honestly, I really wouldn't.
Good.
It's so good. But yeah.
That makes me happy to hear. That's reassuring.
Yeah, no, it's really. I'm not a big fan of people saying that like you shouldn't have kids or anything like that. Like or like kids are the worst. It's like until you have one, you can't really say anything
I completely
because
agree.
you've only experienced other people's kids, and if you still say that you shouldn't have had a kid when you've had a kid, then there's something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Um, but yeah, it's great. I love it. But yeah, my armpit.
Pits.
Oh, I gotta blur that out. But yeah, that's great. One thing I wanted to you should watch.
Yes. Homework.
I have a list.
Homework.
I have given you homework, and we have to watch them before we record the next one in the next month.
Okay.
But sorry, I think I. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll wrap this up. But okay, one thing. I'm giving you some homework. Okay, I want you to watch a couple movies. Okay.
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 Let me actually. I'm gonna write this down.
Please.
All right.
All right. So first one is Rambo: First Blood. Have you seen that movie?
I have not.
Okay, perfect. It's the first Rambo movie, and I feel like it is such a thought-provoking movie.
Rambo.
And you have to watch it to the end. Watch the first one.
First Blood.
There's kind of it's the very first one. It's worth it. It's action-packed, but at the end there's a twist. Not really a twist, but it's kind of like a shift in tone, and you should watch it. I would say no. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Have you seen Not Saving Private Ryan, Full Metal Jacket?
I don't think so.
I'd say it's akin to the shift turn in that, or like the shift of mood. It's an action movie up until the end where it's kind of not. It's kind of like I don't know what you call it, but it's like a lesson. I don't know, but it's really good.
Something to ponder and see how it is in your life. See if you have that
Exactly.
in your life.
Well, no. It's probably something none of us will ever experience because it's for an older generation, but it's thought provoking.
Is it arranged marriage?
No, it's not that, Christian. But yeah, that one made me think. That's one of the movies where I watched, and it's crazy how because it does in the later movies it is kind of just like Rambo fucking action movie blah blah blah. But the first movie, it's really not. It's really not. So okay, Rambo: First Blood.
I have a reminder down to remind me every single day.
Yes. Homework for you, Christian.
I know it's so blurry. It won't.
Okay, and then Terminator 2.
Okay. I think I've seen that, but I haven't seen it as like an adult and like actually just absorbing it. It's more so like watching it as like Transformers when I was a kid.
That one is more so the first one's more for kind of like the message. This one's more for kind of like the cinematography. I think there are so many scenes in that movie where it's just so like
Terminator 2.
That one is action packed, but it's like I just think it's so like the visuals and like I don't know what went wrong from Terminator 2 to Terminator 3 where it looks so different.
Yep.
I don't know if it's like the cameras they used, but Terminator 2 is so like it's beautiful. It's so visually beautiful.
Interesting.
And the special effects are like they hold up today. Like they're really good.
That's the metal guy, right?
Yeah, the one where he can like
shapeshift.
It's like a fucking sword. He's like, anyway. But yeah, and then I didn't write down a third one. I think I was going to. Let me try and think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
If I can't think of one,
something that's pivotal that'll change my life forever.
Have you watched Breaking Bad? I haven't even watched that one.
No, I'm not.
The Sopranos. The Sopranos is always good.
I've heard about that
That
one.
could be my third one. That one is more of kind of like the beginning of the end of like kind of like
Society.
not society of like the mob ways, like
Mhm.
mob life. You know, how, like back in like the 70s and 80s, like mobs like ruled like
Everything.
But now it's like you
Now
know,
it's the hedge funds.
The Sopranos is now kind of like a it's like because it began in 1998 and then it ended in 2007, so it's kind of like the shift of like the old ways to the new ways and kind of like doing things differently.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's not the main message. It's also like character arcs and stuff like that. How like it's crazy like watching how the beginning, like the first season to the last season, it's such like a crazy like comparison of the two, and obviously how they got there,
Mhm.
how it shifted from the beginning to the end is also like the story is amazing. Um,
That's
it's a
Sopranos.
show. It's not yeah, The Sopranos. It's not a show. It's a show, not a movie. So, um, you've seen Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's. I mean, if I had to, yeah, everyone's seen that one. Um, yeah,
That's a
I
good
think
one. I like
that is.
the first one, right? When the sheep falls onto the truck or the
Mm-hmm.
goat.
Oh my goodness, that was so
That
good.
used to scare the shit out of me
So
as a kid,
good.
but it was in a
Dude.
good way.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. I think it's kind of all. Yeah, I guess one of the movies I can watch. Like I have to watch it probably every couple months to kind of like keep it fresh. Like it's not like stale.
Mm-hmm.
But like every time I watch that movie, I just can't. In my mind, I keep thinking, "This is such a good fucking movie. This is so fucking good." I
Jurassic
love
Park
Jurassic
1.
Park. The dinosaurs, the visual effects are still good.
I'm gonna add
Or
that one.
special effects. That one's so rewatch it. Just kind of appreciate like that movie came out in 1993.
Park 1.
It's such. It is such. It is so like the special effects are still really good. Like it looks like an actual goddamn T-Rex. Like it doesn't look old. I mean, maybe a little bit, but still. Yeah, I think that's really all I had to say. I had one more thing written down, but that's not that important. That is just a stupid thing I want to talk about. But yeah,
Say it real quick.
this special. Say it real quick. Okay, all right. My significant other used to work at Tommy Hilfiger,
Mm-hmm.
and did you know that? So I guess they wanted to put a sizing of clothes that was more in tune with their audience or like their demographic. Tommy Hilfiger, they might still have this. I don't know if they do, but at some point, Tommy Hilfiger had an extra, extra, extra small.
Triple X small.
Triple X. At that point, just get a fucking kid size.
That
Jesus.
is.
That's insane. I mean, I might be speaking from a certain location because I wear the double X, but I mean,
That's like. That is children. That's like. Usually extra small fits the smaller people.
yeah.
Triple X small.
But
That's. I don't even know what size that would be like. I don't even know what to even
a
think about that.
baby,
Yeah.
a newborn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I
That's
probably sound
absurd.
like the fat American right now, but that's an extra, extra, extra small.
It is. I mean,
Come
it's
on, bro.
ridiculous.
What are we doing here? But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about that. That's all I had to say about that. Yeah, I think that'll wrap it up. I gotta go do things.
Life calls.
Yeah, life calls, responsibilities, whatever. And then you also, I'm sure, have a lot of nothing to do.
I have some stuff. I have dinner tonight. Actually, I'm going to Benihana's with
Benihana's.
Yeah, I have cousins visiting from a land far away.
Okay, cool. Well, this is another episode. Did you notice on the newest episode, Underbite? Did you notice on the newest episode of The Garage I put episode 4, but it's episode 3.
Can you change it, or is that just what it is now?
I could probably change it. I probably will.
Is it like logically it is episode 4 because we didn't do the first one?
Well, we did that first one that we didn't put up because we were like, this is just a rough go.
Yeah.
This is just like a temp run, and then we did episode 1, 2, and then a year later we did 3. So, what are you gonna do? Pray? Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna pray.
Yep.
All right then, sir. It was good talking to you. Is that a heart? That looks like a heart.
No, it's like this crazy rock from Australia.
Rock.
It's red.
Rock.
It's like it would be like crayon, but it's rock.
Crayon. All right.
Alrighty,
All right.
feller.
Sir, good talking to you.
Mhm.
Same time next week, maybe.
I've been doing this to the guys at work.
Really?
Yeah, we
I
salute
do
each
that.
other.
I was doing to the other guys too. At where we work,
Mhm.
I'd be like, just kind of like, you know,
At ease, soldier.
at ease. Yeah. All right then,
All right.
sir. Good talking to you.
Mhm. You have a good weekend.
And as always, you as well.
And I will talk to you when I talk to you.
Okay. Bye.